Welcome to the 517 Capital City Podcast with your hosts, local professional photographer Natasha Daniels, Lansing's leading lender Robyn Berg, and 517's real estate expert Kat Gandolfo.
Welcome. So, unfortunately, due to really crazy weather, which you may all remember when you're watching this in the future, that in the past we had, tornado warnings and shelter in place. Unfortunately, Robyn couldn't make it in to be with us today, so it's just me and Natasha and our wonderful guest. Go ahead, Natasha.
Hello.
Katie. Yes.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
You too. So you started a super fun, exciting venture, and you just quit your job and started this.
We did the whole thing. I had a job that I liked and enjoyed and thought I would do forever, and then found a need for a problem that I had, and I couldn't find it, so I made the solution, and then it took over my heart and my time, and so we went full-time November 1st. And launched the company this past Monday, so it's been, not even 72 hours yet.
Yes, which is when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to call Katie. So
Thank you for coming in and meeting with us on your premiere week.
Happy launch week.
I didn't plan anything because I knew I wouldn't know how I was going to feel or what to expect, and so I was like, I just gotta be available for what happens in this space, and so I feel like this is meant to be.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us what's in the boxes. Tell us more about it.
Okay, so Pick Me Up Box was born out of my own experience with my menstrual cycle, of feeling like this is really a big part of my life. Like the way that I feel the week before my period, the experiences that I have while I'm on my period, and then even a few days after. It's a huge part of my time. It affects my appetite, my energy, how creative I feel, how open to seeing friends I am, my sleep, how I exercise, all these things. Mm-hmm. But it's such a normalized experience that there isn't this kind of cultural support or appreciation for it. And when there are discussions about your period, it's usually very negative, right? So she's on the rag, right? Or the time of the month or whatever.
And flow.
Exactly. She's coming to visit. My favorite phrase is the way of the woman.
Oh, I hadn't heard that
one. The women's way right now. Okay, right? So I think I'm kind of doing a few different things with this idea, but on the one hand, I want to provide support to women who are experiencing their cycle, who just need a little something to make them feel better when they're feeling crabby. Yeah. But at the same time, call attention to the fact that culturally, we only offer really negative language to describe cycles. And little girls, I know you guys have kids, little girls internalize that, and they expect that their cycles are going to suck. Mm-hmm. And it's also their job to keep boys from being uncomfortable about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't need to protect the boys. The boys should just be open to, yes, okay, this is natural, and I'm sorry you're having a bad day, or I'm sorry you don't feel good.
Yeah, but can I help you? Can I support you? Right?
Yeah,
but we protect them from that completely.
Mm-hmm. And what a great way for a single father to bond with his daughter or help her feel good about her first periods, and even create a space for them to talk about it.
Thank you.
Right.
I think you too, partners, right? You don't want to get in your wife's way, which is on her period, but how much would it mean to you if your partner knew that you were struggling, or even if you weren't really struggling, that they were honoring you and appreciating what your body was doing? Because half of the world menstruates, but the other half of the world needs us to menstruate.
Yeah.
So it's not just this arbitrary thing that we do for ourselves. You're welcome.
Thanks. Society to go on,
That's what I think. So there's no tampons or pads or pills or anything medical at all in the boxes. Okay. It's all about facilitating a culture in your home and in your own mind of appreciation, self-care.
Pick me up.
Yeah, a little pick me up.
I like that.
That's really nice.
Thank you.
Exciting.
It's been a journey.
So you were telling us a little bit before we started recording that you have a couple different choices.
Yeah, I do. So right now on the website there are two options. There's a pay upfront for 6 boxes option. And so a really crucial part of this whole project is that period poverty is a very salient issue in communities across the country. In Michigan specifically, 1 in 4 girls has skipped school while she's menstruating because of a lack of period products. So she has to sit at home and use toilet paper to take care of herself, right? So there's a charity called Helping Women Period that started in 2015, and they seek to end period poverty. So we've been partners from the very beginning of this project, and I donate 10% of profits to Helping Women Period.
That's awesome.
But, and really this is because it's a privilege to be able to buy self-care items.
Right.
Right? Like,
It really is.
this is not something that can serve communities that struggle with their finances. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm still, I think, working through the best way to describe that and to be sensitive and conscious about that. But the pay upfront for 6 boxes option, I also donate 1 menstrual cup to Helping Women Period too. So your money goes a little bit farther. The second option on the website is pay as you go per box. So it's $44 flat. It's free shipping always for that box. And the most important thing is how customizable the frequency is. Everyone's period, like my cycle is 26 days, which is super annoying. I want it to be longer. Like,
Yeah.
Can we go by the calendar year, please?
right? But some women have ordered a box every 45 days. And they say, well, I really want this, but I don't really think I need a box every single period. So I'll get one every other.
Yeah.
So you can do that. You can order a box as you go, and you can say how many days you want it to take to get to the next box. So that's where we're customizing.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm being asked to create a few other options, and I brought an example today. I'll show you ladies, and it is kind of I'm calling it the little something. So it's not out yet. I haven't sourced all the products that I need for it, but it's a lower price point, and it's fewer items, but it's just, especially if you're going through something like infertility, when you're experiencing really deep grief when you get your period, and that can take, one of our friends right now, they've been trying for 23 months to have a baby.
Oh, wow.
And that's a lot of boxes, and infertility treatments are very expensive. So I'm really trying to still kind of narrow in the product offerings, but I wanted to get to market and start somewhere and take feedback from customers as I go.
Well, I have some ideas for you
Tell me.
that we can talk more after, so that we're not hogging up all the time. Ideas.
I know, my brain's turning, it's just talking.
I love it. This is so big.
We didn't have our grounders not here. We just have the two with the ADHD. Robyn's the grounder that
So
keeps
she's
everything
the
going, so we're just gonna go
We're the
wherever.
bread. We're the bread of the sandwich. She's the meat and the
Yeah.
So great.
She's the driver.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just love talking to women. I really do.
That's why we did this. It's because it's just, we have an excuse to get to talk to cool people and get to know more cool people. Like, I'm so glad that you knew her because she's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
And apparently we knew each other.
Facebook friends for a long time. Who would have thought?
Now I'm like, how did we know each other?
I know. I don't remember. I really don't.
yeah. So.
I do friend everyone. I'm like, I like you. I like you. You've been collected.
Oh, you know this person. I really love that person. So we have to be friends too, because I really love them.
Lansing's a small town.
It is.
It really is. If you're in it long enough, you would just.
So with that being
everywhere.
said, she's not the first person that said that Lansing is a small town. That's what I love about the bigger town but small town feel.
Yeah, it's technically a city.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, like,
It's
the
not
community,
that
the
way.
people, no.
It is pretty tight knit, especially in the entrepreneurial communities. Too,
Yes,
I find
definitely.
very much so.
Yeah, yep. Maybe not so much the public, and that's where we kind of are trying to go also with this, because we're focusing on Lansing POP, or the 517 POP, which is people, opportunities, and places.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's just, we're trying to get a bigger group of, people. So not just the small entrepreneurials, but, the artists and the entertainers and
people who would use the
everybody.
products and the services
One-
that businesses are making.
And for Robyn and I, we work in real estate, and there's so many people who are not utilizing the things that are available to them. They think that they have to have 20% down to buy a house. Or they think that we have so many products out there. and facilities. There's Capital Area Housing Partnership that will help you with rent or with house. And so people just don't know about this. So that was part of the thing that we want to do, is share information about not only just the really cool people, the really cool places, the really cool events, but the opportunities that people aren't taking advantage of that they have, that's here at your fingertips.
There's so much content available for this podcast.
Okay.
It never ends. Like, right? It's only in the 517.
Yes, and I mean, like I said, just like seeing what you were doing, and we hadn't talked since I was talking to you about insurance, and that seems like it was not long ago, but really it was a while ago.
But you know, with social media, I've been following you and your work, so it's like I feel like we're connected more regularly, even though we really aren't. That's another thing that is cool about Lansing too, is how friendly it is for startups, for entrepreneurs. Like, I was an insurance agent for 8 years and I love that career, but part of the job was getting to know other small business owners. They were my clients, and helping them learn how to get their business going. Like, you need to have all these risk areas covered. So I feel like I got this startup education from the sidelines and didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So awesome. Okay, I see what I remember. I said we were ADHD.
I want to
see your box.
Okay, look at my QVC.
Yay, we're so excited.
I love it. Let's start with the, let me see, which one's heavier? Okay, this one. So this is the classic. This is the anchor item that's on. This is exactly what you would open if you bought the box from me online.
Okay.
Here you go.
I love the logo. I don't know if you guys can see.
So am I opening it?
You're opening it. You're in the hot seat.
In my defense, I didn't know who I was going to get today, so I did customize this one. This is a gift for you. Everybody will get that note with their name on every customer.
Okay, awesome. So should I open it to show them how better?
I love how much of the detail you have thought about. Like, you can tell how much, one, this personally means to you, and how much this is something you care about. It's wonderful.
You're gonna make me cry.
Pick me up. Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, that would get us all kinds of views. So go ahead.
In this pick me up, organic vanilla lavender lip balm, aloe vera face mask, raspberry hibiscus tea, Let the Light In soy candle by Jane from the Love Is Light, Harper wood pendant necklace, Vibella by Judith from Haiti, fabric jewelry bag via.
Same thing. This is a pretty good cold read, by the way. I'm surprised you went for it.
Vibella.
You're awesome, because I would have been like, this looks
I would never have done that.
Cardamom.
Like, I would have read thank you and just been, this is some of the best chocolate you'll ever have. It's really
dark
and
milk
chocolate on a period is a necessity.
Yes, and then a special little note specific for me too. Natasha, I think you are creative, witty, talented, and amazing. Your invitation means the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Thank you. You're so sweet. That's awesome. And it has also, I don't know if you guys can see, but a beautiful little sticker.
Didn't know I was gonna get like an Instagram influencer unboxing.
Right.
Fantastic.
Well, so now I have to ask, because my head is still going, like, is there a place for people to put allergies on?
So I have so many disclaimers. Right.
Insurance.
It's a thing, yes.
Yeah.
So no, not yet. And I would love to go down an allergy-friendly route, a gluten-friendly route, or even just giving people the ability to swap snacks. Like, just skip the edible things altogether and put something else in. I just need to get going a little bit longer so I can understand and manage the process a little bit better.
I have a very good friend who I think would really enjoy this, but
Everyone
gets
does
migraines.
that. She does. Everybody smells like Handle. I love that one.
Which smell-o-vision was invented.
So
that's not. So sorry.
The scent is called Let the Sunshine In.
I love that.
Sweet.
Oh, and
So raspberry tea is really great on your cycle. It helps just kind of calm you down a little bit. It helps with cramps. So that took me about 6 months to find, actually.
oh wow, there is a local woman in Old Town that does teas.
Is her name Candace?
I don't know. I have to go introduce myself still.
We should go together.
We should for sure go together and introduce her, invite her to the show. because I need to get rid of the teas that are not local. And, help her come on, so.
Tell us, you were saying a little bit about how you found these products earlier. So tell us a little bit more about where these products come from, what you're passionate about with them.
Thank you for asking that. So that was handmade by a woman named Judith in Haiti, and she works with a company called Vibella that sources fair trade jewelry from female entrepreneurs. And that was just a very natural fit. Like, everybody I talked the idea about with assumed that the products inside would be from female-founded businesses.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, that makes total sense, actually.
Yes.
Face masks, who doesn't want to do a little bit of self-love?
Right?
Yes. Well, this is beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I'm glad. And I'm glad that, I'm sorry that Robyn isn't here. I did bring her a chocolate and lip balm as a consolation prize, but you can have this one. Yeah, so this is something that's not on the market yet, and I'm going to be testing it out.
I'm going to put the big box.
Yeah.
Put it there so they know like what's in one box.
You guys are so fun. So this will be called the Little Something. It's a lower price point, and I'm still trying to kind of source products that will work for it. But some women will want this for years, right?
So the smaller box. It's not going to be nicely like that over there. Can you tell I have a background in marketing?
I'm glad that you do, because Homegirl does not. I didn't even plan my own wedding. I didn't decorate my house. My husband does all of like the spatial, visual things in my life.
Yeah, I can do that stuff. Advertising and marketing, I can do that. So we got the raspberry tea. Ooh, I love these under eye patches.
Ooh,
yes.
Too.
Ooh, I got the skin.
Have you guys used the lip ones?
I have.
They're so,
But not those, but
I know, they're so big.
I have not used them.
I mean, that sounds like a great product.
They're very fun. Rub it in and rub it off.
Yeah, because these things change every cycle, right? So some women, I'll have a fresh box every 3 weeks, because some women have a cycle of 21 days. And so you'll pretty much have spa items, something to enjoy that's either tea or chocolate or whatever, and then a more like varietal type of thing. So
Very, very
so this is
cute.
the idea. This is the concept. I've got a great company called the Butter Depot that does like sugar scrubs and body butter. It's awesome. And other types of items like that.
My brain is turning about all the other businesses around here to connect you with. Like
Yes.
the refillery and all that.
Too.
Like that.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, yes. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, if local businesses would really resonate in other cities, or if it makes sense to go to other cities and try to source from there. I don't know. There's so much still that I'm learning as I go, and it's a little vulnerable to kind of like give a peek under the curtain in this startup, but it's been a project I've been working on for a year. And between, I'm goodness, the logistics of how to organize, I need to have 6 boxes to ship on Tuesday, and then 14 on Wednesday, and then 1,000 on Friday, whatever. There's a lot kind of to deal with, but ultimately...
So you guys can help her. Comment in this comment section and give her suggestions.
That would be great. Suggestions on products, but also, again, like, would you be more likely to go with a little something or the full Monty, the anchor product? I'd love to know those kinds of things.
Yeah, and if you were buying out of state, do you want, do you care
Does
about
local matter to you?
Is it your local or is it our local? I mean, local is local, so
Or is it specifically U.S. or do you care that it is, woman made, but in Haiti or somewhere else?
Yeah, that's true. These are all U.S. made products. These are sourced from a U.S. distributor, I should say, and then. Yeah, these all are female-owned fair trade businesses right now, which does increase the price a little bit, but that, I didn't want to start off, like, as cheap as I can go. These are all really nice, high-quality products that you can enjoy. And the whole goal, again, is to just create a more positive association with your period. We spend an average of 6 to 8 years total of our life actively menstruating. So double that for your PMS. 14 years of your lifespan is spent in this process. We shouldn't only dread it. We should have something to look forward to.
Right, exactly.
I love her.
I do too.
So bad for Robyn right now. We're gonna see what dark weather goodies.
I'm glad that I brought chocolate. Just a little extra thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but thank you for having me on and for supporting other women in the area and just people in general. I'm a 5th generation Lansing native, so I really really means a lot to me that you guys are here supporting our town.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We're all entrepreneurs and small business people, so that's kind of where our passion and our heart is, and we get to luckily know a lot of people.
Yeah. And I actually grew up in a small town. I mean, my graduating class was like under 70 kids.
Wow,
so,
that is extra small.
Yes.
You knew everybody's everything, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's kind of nasty, you know, when you get into a small town like that. So being in a bigger city and having, you know, the connections that I've had in a smaller town feel has been great. But yeah, I liked though that you said for them to leave comments for her.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and even so, my girls are starting the hormone roller coaster, and they're not on their periods yet, but my daughter is very close, and so maybe having a box for, you know, preteens, you know, just like letting them know that, you know, it's not bad, it's not negative, you know, maybe something like that would be fun to,
Like one that
help you
doesn't
put together.
Start a letter writing campaign, like click here to write letters to other kids who are or other people who are starting their period or something like that.
Yeah.
So originally I had planned on including a QR code to scan that would allow you to record a video. I would
I like
upload
that.
it. And I could still continue going that direction. I started collecting videos from women about their first period experience, their worst period experience. But surprisingly, even women that I think of, like you, who are outgoing and not really shy, they really didn't want to talk about their periods. On a video, on a website.
Have I said anything about mine?
I was surprised, it really was. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to incorporate this idea of like a video content community in a way that feels safe and private? Like, I don't know. It's lots of
Well, I
ways
feel
around
like
it.
ever since the pandemic and everyone becoming TikTok famous, we've all started to just kind of put it out there.
It's true.
You know, that I've watched TikToks where women are crying in their cars about you know, whatever's going on in their life. Watched men cry about whatever's going on in their life, and you know, it's just been. I feel like this route of sharing our lives has just become normal.
You know,
so
and on
hopefully
that, that's so true and so smart. I also think that this is timely because, of course, the reason we don't talk about it is because we're told not to, and especially as professional women, if you have an employer, being honest that when you're on your cycle, you can't work as hard that day, or you know, or whatever, you need to change your schedule to accommodate for that. That was a real source of discrimination for women for a long time, and it still is in many cases. However,
they don't care.
They don't care, and they don't. You don't want to present your employer any opportunity to not hire you
To look
or
weak or
correct. At the same time, because of the pandemic, I think men were in a position of needing to ask for more flexibility for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And so now suddenly it isn't just women that are asking for flexibility so that they can be healthy and do their best work. Men are too. And I'm just kind of theorizing that that is opening up a door of opportunity for honesty about a wide range of things, like your periods.
Yeah.
I love the direction that the world is going, and I think it's the next form of evolution that we can understand and appreciate ourselves and each other and life. It was just coming to my head. I'm like, this would also be great for people who are transitioning, transgender, when they're transitioning. That would be another great thing.
Yeah.
Another great place for people
This
to
could
find us to
go
help.
in so many
ways.
Yeah.
But that's also almost like something to control against, right?
Yes.
Like if you go too many places at the beginning,
It
you
gets-
spread so thin. Yeah. So
Let's see, ADHD. We're going nuts.
I can't help it either, though. I have so many ideas too. So I think just a couple more months, we'll have some more products out. We'll have some more marketing tracks out.